When your mornings are balanced, your entire day flows more smoothly. You're less likely to crave sweets, you're more likely to stay active, and your sleep even improves. Yes, sleep. Because belly fat and poor sleep are closely connected. Studies show that people who get less than 6 hours of quality sleep a night tend to have higher levels of visceral fat. And guess what helps improve sleep-stable blood sugar and regular movement? So now you can see how all these pieces fit together. It's not about one big dramatic overhaul. It's the little things: a protein-rich breakfast, a short walk, a glass of lemon water done consistently, that send a message to your body. We're not giving up. We're still building, still strong, still active. And that message, your body hears it loud and clear. Now you might be thinking, this all sounds good, but I'm not sure I can keep up with it. And I get that. Change can feel overwhelming. But remember, these aren't drastic shifts. They're gentle, sustainable, and incredibly forgiving. If you miss a day, you just start again the next. There's no failure here, just practice. And the best part, when you start seeing even small improvements like a little more energy in the afternoon or feeling less bloated after meals, it builds momentum. You'll start to feel a quiet confidence coming back, that feeling of being in sync with your body again. And that is the most powerful motivator of all. It's powerful. If you've already tried adjusting your breakfast or your morning routine, I'd love to hear how it's going. Share your experience in the comments. Your story might be the exact encouragement someone else needs to take that first step. Coming up next, we're going to look at one hidden cause of stubborn belly fat that often goes unnoticed, especially in older adults, and how you can start reversing it today using a completely natural method that works while you rest. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that no matter how well you eat or how active you try to be, your belly still seems to have a mind of its own? You're not overeating, you're not living on fast food, and yet that soft padding around the waist just doesn't budge. If that sounds familiar, the issue might not be in your food or your movement, but in a much quieter, less visible place, your stress response system. Yes, stress. And I'm not talking about big dramatic events. I'm talking about the low-level chronic kind of stress that builds up over time. The kind that comes from worry, loneliness, health concerns, financial pressure, even disrupted sleep. It might not feel dramatic, but your body registers it all the same, and it responds by releasing a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is your body's built-in alarm system. When you're in danger, it helps you react fast. But when it stays elevated for long periods, which is very common as we age, it tells your body to store fat, especially around your belly. Why the belly? Because your body sees this central location as the safest place to keep emergency energy. It's your body's survival strategy, even if it doesn't match your modern life. Researchers at Yale University found that people with higher cortisol levels, even if they had otherwise healthy habits, carried significantly more visceral fat than those with lower stress. And this wasn't just about how they felt emotionally. It was a measurable change in body composition, triggered by internal stress signals. So even if you're doing everything right with food and exercise, elevated cortisol can work against you, slowing fat loss and disrupting your metabolism. But here's the good news. Cortisol is not permanent. It's not fixed. And there are gentle, powerful ways to lower it, even while you're resting. One of the most effective is also one of the simplest: deep, restorative sleep. Sleep is your body's most powerful natural repair system. While you're sleeping, particularly during the deeper stages, your cortisol levels drop, your muscles rebuild, and your metabolism resets. But if you're not sleeping well, or if your sleep is too light or broken, those benefits are blunted. That's why many people over 60 find that despite eating well, they feel puffy, tired, or stuck in fat storage mode. The sleep isn't giving their body the reset it needs. You might be wondering, but what if I just can't sleep well anymore? And that's a fair concern. Many older adults struggle with insomnia, light sleep, or early waking. That's not your fault. It's often linked to changes in melatonin production, nighttime discomfort, or even medications. But even here, there's hope. There are science-backed ways to nudge your body back into deeper sleep without drugs. One of the most effective tools, evening light management. Here's how it works. Your brain produces melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep in response to darkness. But today's world is full of artificial light, especially the blue light that comes from screens, TVs, and LED bulbs. That light tells your brain to stay alert even when it's time to wind down. Harvard researchers found that older adults who limited bright light exposure at least an hour before bed and instead used warm, soft lighting or candles fell asleep faster and experienced more deep belly fat burning sleep. Even something as simple as turning off overhead lights and switching to a bedside lamp after dinner can help your brain begin its natural wind-down cycle. Another helpful tip: try what scientists call parasympathetic breathing, or what you might know as slow, deep breathing. Just 5 minutes of slow breathing. Before bed, inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 6 has been shown to calm the nervous system, reduce cortisol, and prepare the body for sleep. It sounds so simple, but it can make a world of difference. Let me tell you about Rosa, a 69-year-old grandmother from Florida. She was active, ate clean, and still her belly wouldn't shrink. She told me she was waking up every morning at 4 a.m. and couldn't fall back asleep. Her energy was low and she felt frustrated. Her doctor suggested sleeping pills, but Rosa wanted something gentler. She started doing evening light therapy, dimming her lights after 7 p.m., putting away screens and listening to soft instrumental music while doing breathing exercises. After just 2 weeks, she was sleeping through the night. A month later, her belly was softer, her face looked brighter, and she said her entire body finally felt calm. That calm that returned to balance is what helps the body shed stress-induced fat. Now maybe deep breathing and dim lights sound too small to matter, but your body listens to the signals you send it. And when those signals say, "I'm safe, I can rest, I'm not in crisis," your metabolism responds with healing, not storage. That's when the magic happens. If you're someone who struggled with poor sleep or nighttime anxiety, give these changes a try for a week. Just 1 week. Swap screens for soft lighting. Play calming music. Try that 4 to 6 breathing pattern while you lie in bed. You don't have to be perfect, just consistent. And I'd love to know if you try it. Leave a comment below, even if it's just to say how your sleep felt after night 1. Because someone else reading might be where you were, and your story could be the encouragement they need. In just a moment, we're going to tackle something else that plays a surprising role in belly fat. After 60, your gut health. Yes, your gut, the trillions of tiny microbes living in your digestive system, may be quietly helping or hurting your waistline depending on how you treat them. And the foods you eat, especially one common ingredient you might be having every day without realizing it could be feeding the wrong kind of bacteria. So stay with me because this next part is eye-opening and the solution might just change how you think about your meals going forward. Let's talk about your gut. Not just how it feels after a heavy meal, but what's actually living inside it. You probably heard more about gut health in the last few years, and there's a good reason for that. Scientists are discovering that the community of bacteria living inside your digestive system, known as the gut microbiome, plays a major role in almost every aspect of your health. And yes, that includes belly fat. Now, this isn't some trendy wellness idea. This is solid science. In fact, researchers from the University of Copenhagen found that adults over 60 with a diverse, balanced gut microbiome had significantly less visceral fat and better metabolic health compared to those with fewer types of gut bacteria. The study even showed that people with a disrupted gut microbiome, often caused by processed foods, sugar stress, or certain medications, stored more belly fat had more inflammation, and showed signs of early insulin resistance. So why does your gut matter so much? Think of your gut like a garden. The good bacteria are like flowers and vegetables. They help digest your food, regulate your hormones, and tell your immune system when to stay calm. The bad bacteria, on the other hand, are like weeds. And just like weeds in a real garden, they thrive when we feed them the wrong things, especially refined sugars and processed ingredients. Now here's something most people don't realize. Even foods that seem healthy on the surface can contain hidden sugars that feed those bad bacteria. Low-fat yogurts, granola bars, breakfast cereals, even packaged soups. They often contain added sugars or artificial sweeteners that disrupt your gut balance. When the bad bacteria take over, they send signals that increase cravings, slow your digestion, and yes, trigger fat storage, especially in the belly. But here's the hopeful part. Your gut responds quickly to change. Within just 3 to 5 days of eating more fiber-rich whole foods, the balance begins to shift. You can literally retrain your gut to help your body burn fat instead of storing it. So what does that look like in everyday life? It means reaching for real whole foods as often as you can. Fresh fruits and vegetables. Whole grains like oats, barley, and brown rice. Legumes like lentils and beans. And fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, or plain kefir, which naturally contain beneficial bacteria. These foods feed your good microbes, helping them flourish and crowd out the bad ones. Let me introduce you to Paul. He's 76 and lives in a small town in Oregon. For years, he'd battled bloating and constipation, but thought it was just part of getting older. He also carried about 20 extra pounds around his midsection that wouldn't budge no matter what he tried. His granddaughter, a nutritionist, suggested he start eating a little sauerkraut with dinner and switch from white bread to rye. She also encouraged him to add more berries and oats to his mornings. It didn't happen overnight, but within a month, Paul noticed he wasn't as bloated. His digestion felt smoother. His pants started fitting better. He lost 7 pounds, but more importantly, his energy was back, and his belly was noticeably softer. He said, "I feel like I'm digesting life again." That's the power of the gut. One food group to be especially mindful of: artificial sweeteners. Things like sucralose, aspartame, and saccharin, often found in sugar-free or diet products, may seem harmless, but several studies, including one published in Nature, found that they actually disrupt gut bacteria, leading to glucose intolerance and weight gain over time. So if you're trying to lose belly fat, swapping sugar for these artificial options might be doing more harm than good. A better option: use small amounts of natural sweeteners like honey or pure maple syrup, or even better, train your taste buds to enjoy the natural sweetness of fruits like bananas, apples, or dates. Your gut and your waistline will thank you. And don't forget the power of hydration. Your digestive system needs water to keep things moving, and many older adults walk around dehydrated without realizing it. Sipping water throughout the day, especially between meals, helps flush toxins, support your liver, and improve the way your body processes food. Add a squeeze of lemon or a slice of cucumber to make it more enjoyable. Little touches like that can turn a chore into a ritual. Now, as we begin to wrap up, let's take a step back. Over these past few minutes, we've covered a lot: how hormones and muscle loss contribute to belly fat after 60, why stress and sleep are silent players in this game, how your morning routine sets the tone